Live from the iconic Canter's Deli on Fairfax, here is Peter Tilden.
Every action is very over the top for having done nothing so far. I had a piece of Danish and people are applauding. Peter Tilden is live tonight from Canter's Deli with a lot of friends and family members and people who were looking for free food. And it's brought to you by Sit and Sleep and American Vision Windows. And I want to say also Paramount Pictures Anchorman 2 in theaters everywhere tomorrow, rated PG. And this is a special night for me. Usually I do shows with guests, you know, who specialize in different areas, different walks of life, and they talk about the stories of the day. Tonight I am with my best friends in the world, my men's group, and sitting next to me my best friend who's making a face because I have to denote that he is my best friend, but he doesn't have to remind me that. I'm with Tom Sherak, who is the current film czar, former president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. So if you have movie questions or czar questions or how come all the business is going to China, you can call up 800-222-5222 and ask that question. Also, this is my men's group, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Ned Colletti, the general manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, is with us. So if you have a baseball question like who's playing second, 800-222-5222.
I don't know. Third base.
I don't know.
If you don't know. Jason Alexander is with us, star of Tony Award winner, star of Seinfeld, many other movies. You may know him from Bob Patterson, a couple other TV.
What's that?
Or Dunstan Checks Out, whichever.
Yes,
do you know that?
exactly.
Jason, you can ask him any kind of questions you want as far as show business, film, or if you have a kid who wants to get in, you can use him as a reference. 800-222-5222. Somebody you may not know, Bob Moore. Bob used to he ran many radio stations and fired me once. He's part of the men's group. Any broadcasting question you want. David Kipper is on the line. Could you hit him up from the studio? David had to go out of town on a medical thing. And David is where? David, where are you, Dr. David Kipper?
I'm in Geneva.
Wow.
Eat chocolate?
Geneva where? New Jersey? Geneva where?
Geneva, Switzerland.
Why are you laughing? Are you visiting your money? What are you doing?
How long does it take you to count your money when you go there? I was just wondering.
About 14 seconds.
David, this is embarrassing because people thought you were going to be here, and there's a woman who keeps wanting to show me an irregular shaped mole on her back. I keep telling her
I've relinquished all that to Tom.
Thank you. What percentage of the time is it nothing? Because I told her it's nothing.
About 99%.
By the way, the mole looks good. She's got an irregular shaped body. What does that mean? Now, what are you doing in Switzerland? Can we talk about it for a minute? You're not allowed. You're on a secret mission.
I'm lucky I'm in Switzerland. Yeah, we can talk about it. I can't talk much about it. I'm here seeing a patient.
Okay.
And,
Just give us initials, David. Just initials.
Is this boat big?
And by the way, let me just say something. When you hear the doctors no longer make house calls, I guess this shuts you up pretty good, doesn't it?
There you go.
By the way, I heard we were having Deli, and I got away as far as I could from the Deli. So, just kidding.
And thank you for the endorsement. The people right here at Canter's, thank you for that, David. We appreciate that. So anyway, you can ask.
Had Deli over here.
You know what's funny? We're all here. He can be here. He'll be the most talkative.
Right. Well, he's used to it.
What time is it over there?
What time is it over there? Nice, good question, Ned.
What day is it?
It's 6 a.m.
What year?
So what day is it?
It's
6 a.m. tomorrow.
1937, and it's Tuesday.
Oh, jeez.
Who won the fourth race? That's all I want to know.
What are you going to ask them, the weather and the temperature now so we can lose all my audience? There's always the guy
traffic light.
Thank you very much. Anyway, let me just mention why we're doing this tonight. About 3 years ago at this very restaurant, a group of guys got together to do a morning show. I was doing the mornings then, and it was Tom Sherak who brought an Oscar that morning. Ned to come talk about the Dodgers. Jason Alexander was there to talk about Seinfeld and television and his current projects and Broadway. And Bob Moore was there because he was part of the station at the time. And we all sat around and had David was there and a couple other people. Was Austin here that day? Austin here? No. So that was us.
Just like tonight.
And we sat there and we put a men's group together. And I'd never done that before. I was not the kind of guy who hung out with other guys and used other guys for help or asked them help or disclosed stuff to them. And we became this kind of real tight group. And I got to say, in the 3 years since we've been together, because it's almost 3 years, I look across this table, and not only have we become really good friends, and I'm urging people at home who are listening to do something like this, because you don't have to rely on yourself. It's great when you reach out to other people. But the coolest thing is, Tom, who's sitting next to me, I can't tell you how much he's raised already we did an MS charity motorcycle ride. He did a fulfillment fund thing. We got a bunch of other charity stuff together. Ned has done so much charity work this year, and we did a Chicago concert. We got some Sing Eye Dogs for some people who needed them badly, and I still to this day can't imagine what it's like going out of the house blind. I can fully sighted, and I'm scared to leave the house. It must be pretty brave to go out and rely on that. So we got him some dogs. Jason and I have done a bunch of charity stuff. We're working on some stuff now and doing stuff together. Bob's been part of all the charity stuff. Austin Beutner, in that period of time, who couldn't be here tonight because he had a family obligation, wrote a huge check and started something called Vision to Learn. And he's got so far, I think, how many students do you know that Tom?
I don't know.
14, 15,000? I was just with him the other day.
He's got 14,000. Here's what Austin did. Austin went to the schools and said, if the kids can't see, they can't learn. So he said, how am I going to teach them to see? Let's get them glasses. And he wrote a big check himself, and this is going, I guess I can say it's going to go national very soon because he doesn't mess around.
Yeah. And
he's going to get every kid who can't see in schools. And these are kids who are in special needs kids, they thought, who are now no longer special needs kids, who are performing, getting D's, C's, B's. Kids who are getting C's are getting B's and A's. So he started this thing just in the last year, and it's grown, and he's going to do it until every kid in LAUSD who needs glasses gets them, and he's going to do it around the country now. So that's what this group has been doing for the year. So they're pretty special guys.
And we've been getting older.
And we've gotten much older in 3 years. So tonight nothing's off the table. Ned, who's playing second?
Alexander Guerrero.
Yeah?
Well, we'll see.
He's
Ask
testing
me
the
in 10
waters
minutes.
tonight. We'll see what the calls come in.
Are you like, okay, you feel uncomfortable when me asking? Because you're probably going to be asked about 30, 40 more times tonight. You realize that?
Easily.
Yeah.
We've only got so many candidates, but keep going.
How about outfield? Well, should we jump right into the ether? What do we do? Do we do baseball? Do we do television? Do we do
No,
movies?
I think you did baseball first.
Baseball first?
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
do baseball
Thank
first.
you,
800-222.
Why don't we do medical since we have a doctor?
I'll do medical. We got David, too. David, you want to see the lady? Should I hold her up to the phone with the thing on her back?
Sure, absolutely.
There he is, Dr. David Kipper, who's going to diagnose by phone and then be sued. All right, let's take a brief break. We're going to do traffic right now. J.D. Ryan, we do traffic first and the force, and then we'll be right back with this amazing group. All right, from Canter's Deli on Fairfax. Peter Tilden Live continues in 1 moment.